Okay, today I'll be giving my informative speech on stress, anxiety, and depression and why it should be taken seriously. So, stress is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. That's like the textbook term of stress. And stress is different for everyone. It's just normal everyday things that you're stressed out about. It can be school, it can be work, it can be money, family, whatever you want, whatever it is in your life. And everyone handles stress differently in their lives, and it can lead to like physical health problems like high blood pressure and cardiovascular problems. And it also affects your immune system. So it affects immunity, so you can get sicker. You can get sick easier. And you can't eliminate stress out of your life, but you can learn how to manage it, and so you can exercise or work out or listen to music, stuff that calms you down, and try and manage it the best that you can. So anxiety, the textbook term, is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something that with an uncertain outcome. So there's a lot of different anxiety disorders, and so you have phobias about specific things, physical things, imaginary things, lots of different disorders that people can have, and all of the disorders are actually way more common than you think. So the most common mental health disorder in the U.S. is anxiety, and it affects more than 18% of our population. And anxiety disorders increase one's chance for suffering from medical illnesses, just like stress does. So it all affects your physical well-being as well as your mental well-being. And then I have a video that we can watch.
This is Stephanie. Stephanie is feeling nervous because she has a huge deadline tomorrow. Stephanie is stressed. Juliet is feeling nervous for an unknown reason. Juliet has anxiety. Stephanie goes over her annual budget. It's extremely stressful. Juliet finally has a moment to herself. She still feels anxious. Stephanie has a conversation with Juliet. She enjoys the conversation. Juliet has a conversation with Stephanie. She feels uncomfortable and will later overanalyze everything she said. Stephanie decides to take a break and have lunch. She feels recharged. Juliet decides to take a break and have lunch. She still feels anxious. Stephanie sleeps after a long day at work. She's happy to finally put the day behind her. Juliet can't sleep. She goes over her schedule for tomorrow over and over again. Yes, stress can be difficult, but it's not the same as having an anxiety disorder. When someone opens up about their anxiety, don't respond with, "I've been stressed too." Listen.
Okay, so that shows you the difference in stress and anxiety and how they're two completely different things. So, and then our next one we have is depression, and it's a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. That's the textbook term for depression. So depression affects how you feel, how you think, what you want to do that day. It affects everything in your life. And it can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. You may have trouble doing normal day-to-day things like getting out of bed, or going to see friends, or going to work, or going to school. And it's hard to do your normal activities throughout the day. And sometimes people feel like life isn't worth living, and for many people, the day-to-day activities such as work, school, and relationships are really hard to deal with every single day. And some people have seasonal depression, and some people have people can be manic depressive, which is a bipolar depressive, and then people can have chronic depression, which is a really long period of time where you're just really, 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 really depressed. And so people don't really they sit there because they don't know, they sit there and they can't get out of bed because they don't know why they're upset. They don't understand why they're so unhappy. And so things you can do for depression are medications, you can do therapy, you can see counselors, you can talk to a therapist, you can do the other things like to relieve the stress and anxiety, because that would help with depression as well, because they're all linked together. And depression also affects a lot of your physical health as well as stress and anxiety does. And that's why it's important to treat it like as a serious illness and not just, you know, oh, well, I'm stressed today, it'll be fine. But if you treat it while you can go to the doctor and get medications for it and treat it very well, then you can get a hold of the situation before it gets too worse and you have the physical health problems that come along with it. So I hope you all learned a lot.